Hi guys, welcome back to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Okay guys, I'm about to start my spring cleaning routine, and I will say I just do this throughout the day. It's not just like 2 straight hours of cleaning. I do try to have my house mostly picked up and mostly clean of like the normal daily, weekly type cleaning. This is all extra stuff. There may be a few things in there that's been falling out of my routine that I may have to pick up, but like I said, for the most part, this is just things I do once, twice, three, just not that often, just a few times a year that I like put off, but in spring I make myself do it. I also wanted to mention that I got my island painted, and so everything that was in it is out over here on my dining room table. So that's going to be the first thing I work on. I'm going to go ahead and organize everything back into the island and kind of declutter it as I go. So let's get started. Okay, and here is a quick look of everything that I took out of my island when they came here to paint it. You guys asked me how I make it without a pantry. This island holds so much more than you can even imagine, and I didn't even realize it was holding that much stuff until I pulled it all out. So right here is kind of where my bar stools normally sit, and I don't have any right now. The gray ones I had bought from a garage sale, they just don't go with the blue-gray tone anymore, so I'm on the hunt for some new ones. But this is where I like to keep all my extra decor. It's stuff that I like to switch out often. It's just nice and convenient and easy to get to. I also keep my fall decor down here because I don't have a ton, and a lot of it's like glass and I don't want it to get broke. And then I have a few I want to say like Christmas pieces or like bulbs or stuff that I don't want to get broke, and it's just easier to keep it down here. While I'm in here trying to get everything back in here and organized, I should have taken a picture because I don't remember exactly how it was, but I did want to mention my slippers. Every time I wear them in a cleaning video, I always get a ton of questions, so it's just easier to answer it on here. I get them on Amazon and they come in all sorts of colors. I always get red and like the silver. I love red because of Dorothy, and then silver are just like a nice neutral, but they have like gold and pink and blue, so you can click on my Amazon store link down below if you want to check them out. Since this is the first time you guys are seeing the island, I thought I would answer a few questions for you guys because I know you're going to ask them. Yes, we love it. We went with like a gray tone that has a subtle blue in it. If you've been following my last couple videos, I painted my coffee table this color and we really did love it. It just adds a little hint of color to our gray and white house. Chase actually picked it. He did a great job. I'll leave the color linked down below in my description box if you're curious about it. And we did have a company come in and spray it. I paint all of the furniture and stuff in our house, but this piece just scared me because of the detail, and it's right when you walk in our house, and because we wanted the inside done. I didn't know if I could just do that with a paintbrush, so we're very happy with how it turned out. Here is a final look at how this side turned out. I try to display everything where I can see it, so when I come in here to pick out a new decor piece, I know everything that I have. Now I'm going to start over here on like the food and paper side, and so when you open up those doors, we have 2 drawers that pull out. I couldn't find all my like shelf liners, so I had a few that I worked with, but since this video I went the next day and got all new ones from TJ Maxx. They had a great deal. They had really nice thick ones for like $5.99, and I just needed 1 roll and it worked perfectly, and so I did put those down just to protect the paint so that it wouldn't get scratched.
You're the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution.
Now I'm going to start working on this drawer, and I refer to it as Savannah's drawer just because it has all her cups and like plastic plates and bowls. I like to keep this down below where her and her friends can reach it, so she's not constantly asking me for like a cup. Our cabinets are pretty high, and she is old enough now she can like jump on the counter and get them, but I just like to have them as like an easy access to her. And then you'll see me put in a drawer divider. I love this thing. I have them linked in my Amazon store. I walked up a few summers ago and a garage sale had like brand new boxes of them, and I only got like 5 at the time because we were in between houses, so we were homeless, and I wish I would have bought a ton more because I think we got 2 for $1, but they keep everything from falling over and just like crossing into the other side. It makes your drawers look so organized. And then this drawer right here is all like my baggies and like saran wrap. I took everything out of the package and just got Dollar Tree bins, and just removing all that color and cardboard just makes the drawer so much prettier. I don't know, when I open it up it's just less crazy, and so if you haven't seen any of my like kitchen tour videos, you can go back and check that out. This area on this side is kind of what I consider my pantry since I don't have one. We do have a cabinet up where we keep all of our snacks. Once again, that's like in my kitchen home tours if you want to see them. But this is where I keep like all of our canned food and noodles, kind of items like that, even overflow items. So sometimes if I get like the family size cereal, it won't fit in my plastic containers, and so I just keep it down here and I can refill it as needed. Now I'm going to work on my silverware drawer, and I'm not going to lie, I have not figured this thing out. I've bought in so many different organizers and just haven't made one work. I'm kind of liking how it is now out of all of the options, but one day I'm going to find the perfect system and I'm going to be so excited. But definitely just play around with your drawers until they work for you. Just because you have bins, if they're not working or if it doesn't make you happy, definitely keep searching and figure out what works best, because I do that all the time. Now here is a final look of how all the drawers turned out, just so you can kind of see. And like I said, I got extra shelf liner now, so everything's covered, but there's like my plastic drawer with all my baggies and straws and items like that. And then I'll show you real quickly like my pantry side of the drawer as well. Obviously, wiping down my table is not spring cleaning, but since all the items have been sitting out on my table for a couple days, I wanted just to go ahead and wipe off the crumbs and, you know, from the paint and the plastic. I just wanted to give it a good wipe down. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to have that done. I love that the island's painted. We love the color. Plus, I've been needing to like clean that out for a while anyways, so it's just nice to get everything back organized and in there. I didn't want to do it last night. I wanted to make sure the paint was like fully dry, so it feels great to have that done. Now I'm gonna start on dusting, and I'm not a great duster throughout the year. Like, I'll wipe down all the furniture pieces that I can like reach, but I'm bad about like our fans are way too tall and like our ceilings are high. We have lots of like window cutout things and I can never reach them. And so I always wait for Chase to come home, and then he's tired and working on YouTube, and so we just never get around to it. But I want to thank eCloth for sponsoring today's video, and they also sent me the coolest dusting set, and I will have that linked down below in my description box. And they also gave me a special landing page, so you guys can click on that and that'll take you to a page where I have all my favorite eCloth products. And this dusting set is one of them, and I'm going to show you all the ways that you can use it. I pulled it out as soon as I got it. You know you're getting old when you get excited to get new cleaning products, and they work so well. I just tested them in a few areas to make sure I like them, and I do. So now I need to finish dusting all these areas that I really, some of these I haven't even touched since I moved in, which is super crazy. So let's get on to the dusting segment of today's video. Okay, I did want to mention that they did give me a coupon code. I have been getting emails and messages asking if I had one. I finally got one. It is Spring Ashley, and it is good now through the 31st and is 15% off. And guys, if you are in the market for any type of cleaning products, dusters, rags, you name it, this is the time. I don't get them often, and so definitely buy up now. They make great gifts, and I just love using them. I've been using them in my home way before I was even watching YouTube, and I think they're amazing. This duster is a game changer. That ceiling is so high. I've never been able to clean up there, and just the nooks and the crannies and the vents. I normally have to wait for Chase to get home, and he has to get a ladder, and so it only gets cleaned, you know, once or twice a year just because it's so much work. But now I can just do it every week if I wanted to. It's just easy to bend and extend. This piece right here is definitely my favorite product that they sent, and if you guys have tall ceilings or just weird areas to dust, definitely check it out. That is so exciting. I've never been able to clean this fan all by myself, and I want to show you how. I don't know if this is coming across on the screen. I have it so bright, but it is filthy. I've never been able to like clean my crown molding, so I'm absolutely loving this tool so much. Okay, now I'm gonna work on this light above my island, and it was bad. I didn't realize how bad it had gotten. I think it's just so hard to clean because normally I have to stand up on my island, and then I don't know, getting in those little nooks and crannies, but this little wand just slid right in there and cleaned it right up. It also did really great on my chandelier because that's really delicate, and sometimes those crystals will just fall off because that's kind of old. But it was just super gentle on it, cleaned off all the dust, and then I'm just going to kind of go real quickly and wipe things down in my kitchen, and I think that's what I loved about it. It was so easy. I didn't have to keep moving a ladder around. It was just a real quick wipe down.
Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical. Whoa,
Our fans get so bad here and they do drive me crazy, but like I mentioned before, I was never able to like clean them on my own. It was just so much work, and then I would have Chase come home and do it, and so they weren't getting done as often as I liked. And I love now I can just pull out this wand, wipe them down in a couple seconds, and then we're good to go.
We've been longing to escape, and here we are, driving narrow streets in a rusty car, leading to the sea. Think we're getting close. We should take a pic, baby, strike a pose. I remember every day that I spent with you.
So this was brand new when I pulled it out, no dust on it at all, and just going around my house real quickly, that is how much it trapped in there. So I'm so glad to have that done. In the set they sent, it also came with this dusting like mitt, and I didn't know how I would like it, but it was super easy. You just put it on like a glove, and I feel like your hands can get into places better than like a rag, and so I was able just to like stick my hands in between grooves on blinds and like corners and nooks. It was just such an easy process that I really am enjoying that as well. Stay tuned, because here in a second I'm going to show you what that glove looks like after just dusting a few areas. And guys, these weren't areas that were like up high I couldn't reach. These are all areas like down low that should have been getting clean, and I just hadn't been taking the time. They did awesome on blinds. Blinds are always hard to clean. I don't do them often, and I think that's where the main dust came from.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If you stop.
Okay, now I'm gonna grab my floor duster, and this like handle is a lot like, or maybe just like, the mop, and so it's adjustable as well. And how I used it was my baseboards. I needed to wipe them down, but before I use water or any products on them, I like to dust them just so that doesn't clump up. And it's really neat because the little duster head that this comes with is very flexible, so it just kind of like arched up onto my sides, and I could just get all that dust off, and it went under my stove really well. And there was some nasty stuff that came out from underneath my stove. It's almost embarrassing, but it once again is just real quick, and I'm gonna go around and do all my baseboards so that I can wipe those down.
So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close.
Okay, now I'm gonna grab my e-cloth rag, and these were my original purchase. I bought these years ago and they still look amazing, and they only require water to clean, and so I'm just gonna get it wet and then rinse it out. They do have tags that label like where you can use them, but I totally use them in different places. I feel like they work well. So that's just an e-cloth kitchen rag with water, and I'm gonna go ahead and go around to all my baseboards and scrub them down just from my vacuum hitting it, or Savannah, or things that have splattered, and they clean so well. When I first bought, I bought like, I think it's an 8-pack, and it's like a starter pack, and I do have that linked in like my special landing page, so definitely click on that link down below if you want to see the set I got. And it has saved me so much money in paper towels. I used to use paper towels to clean. That's how I was raised. My mom still uses them, and I would go through paper towels like crazy, and now like we hardly have to buy them. I didn't realize how many I was using, I guess, to clean daily. So I have really enjoyed having these. Okay, now I like to take down my shower curtains. If you have multiple, definitely take them down. In our other bathroom, Savannah just got a new one, so it doesn't need to be cleaned. And then in our master bathroom, it's a glass door, so this in our guest bathroom is the only one that needs to be worked on. And I did invest and buy a washable liner for the inside. So I just have 2 white shower curtains, and I love that. I feel like it's so helpful. Like, your bathroom doesn't smell like plastic, and when it gets dirty, instead of having to like trash it and start over, all I have to do is throw it in the washer. This is something I don't do often, typically just because our guest bathroom doesn't get used all the time, but during springtime I like to just go ahead and throw it in the washer and get it nice and clean. I will link that down below in my description box, and I'll also put one like it in my Amazon store, so if you're looking. When springtime comes, the other area I like to work on is our front porch, just because we're finally going to get to be outside some, which is nice. So you're going to see me go ahead and just sweep it off and get everything fresh. While I'm sweeping, I'm going to go ahead and let you know where I bought some of these items because I know you guys will have questions. The welcome sign is from 3 Mango Seeds, and they are on Etsy and Instagram, so check them out. The buffalo plaid pillows they're just covers that I put over old pillows. I got those off Amazon, so those are in my store. The white plain pillows are from Ross. That fake plant up there is from Ross. And then the gray or the white dresser was just something we had inside that I painted, and this is a covered porch, so I stuck it out there just for a homey feel. And then my rugs you'll see here in a second. The black one is from Ross, and then the buffalo plaid is from Hobby Lobby. Okay, my next goal was to get the sofa or my sectional all vacuumed out. Pretty much all the pillows that you will see are from Ross. The biggest ones, though, are from Home Goods. I got them on clearance, but I wanted to vacuum underneath the cushions. So before, I've taken this entire thing apart and vacuumed it, but then the cushions are like puzzle pieces, and it took me a long time to get them back where they fit correctly. So I've learned just to move them section by section. I was surprised everything I found in my sectional because I feel like we're clean people. I don't know how stuff got crammed down in there, but you can see me. I'm just using my Dyson Animal Vacuum, which I do have linked in my store, and then I'm just fluffing up the cushions so it looks nice and fresh and just nice and happy. So I get asked a lot why I went with the Dyson animal version, and they came with more attachments. Tiger doesn't shed, but this was one of the attachments I really wanted for vacuuming out my car or the sofa or any furniture. It's just nice and handy, and so that was one of the reasons we went with the Dyson Animal.
Give me some directions to get to you. To get to you, ain't gonna waste my time. I know that we got connection. I think about you. You're on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. Yeah, for you, my love. You drive me crazy. Tell me.
Okay, everything is feeling so much better. I had no idea how much dirt was actually in my house with like dust and stuff in my sofa. That is crazy. I'm waiting on my shower curtains to finish in the washer so I can throw them in the dryer and then hang those back up. I am gonna wait for Chase to get home so we can work on this rug. I wanna move the sectional off and actually turn over the rug and shake it out. I know my vacuum's not getting it that well because it's a really thick carpet, so I'm gonna do that later. But since I was dusting and everything was falling down, I'm just gonna do a real quick through of the entire house and try to clean off the hard surfaces. So once again, I'm just gonna grab my e-cloth rag and add water to it, and I just keep putting water on it until I feel like it's really drenched and really in there, and then I'll go ahead and wring it out. And then I just fold it different ways, so when I'm wiping down different areas, it stays clean. So you can kind of just learn how to fold it different areas, and that's what works best for me. I wanted to let you guys know, if you're new or you just haven't had time to watch it, definitely head back to yesterday's video, and I posted a spring home tour and I show you through my whole house and just let you see all the updates that we've been working on. So definitely go check that out if you haven't watched it. Okay, my shower curtain's finally ready to go. I do get a lot of questions about it. So the front one that you see is just from Ross, and it was like $9 or $10. It was a great deal. And then the one on the back I found at Walmart, so it wasn't a huge investment. When I say investment, it was probably around $10 versus like a plastic one from the Dollar Tree. So it's really not that big of a deal, and it does save you a ton of money just because you can wash it. I love that they're white because if they do get dirty, you could always bleach it. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just getting those hung back up.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all.
Okay, it's later now, and if you can tell, as the night goes, my pieces look a little bit bluer in the lighting, just like when my windows are closed. But Chase is home, it's after dinner, and I've really been wanting to get this rug clean, and I really did not want to do it this night, but I know it needed it, and that's kind of what spring cleaning is. It's getting those areas done that you don't typically want to, so just take the time and work on those. Our sectional comes apart in about 4 pieces, and it like locks together, so we're gonna go ahead and pull those off the rug so then we can flip it over and shake it out.
So where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? This is what we do. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. Let's get down. We get down to the beat, y'all.
It felt so good to shake out the rug. It made it nice and fluffy again. You know, like when you first buy it, it just wasn't matted down. So it's something that I love to do, but it is so much work. I was surprised. I guess my vacuum was doing better than I thought. I mean, it had some stuff in it, but it was not near as bad as what I was expecting it to be. So I am very impressed with that handheld, or, you know, cordless Dyson. I went ahead and used a broom in here just because I wanted to see everything and see how much it was holding that it wasn't getting, but like I said, it wasn't terrible.
Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? Where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? We're starting all over. And let's get together now so we can find a spark in the night.
So putting everything back together is by far the hardest part, and this is why we only do this once or twice a year. It's like we can get the rug in the perfect spot that we think it goes, and then as we start putting the sectional on it, it's either too far back or too far to the left. We can't really center it with the wall, otherwise we're not in front of the TV, so it's just kind of hard to tell. Every time we get the whole sectional put back together and locked in, and then we realize the rug's in the wrong spot, and so we have to move every piece off of it to move the rug. And so we did this like 2 times. I didn't show all of it on here just because that would get boring, but we finally did get it back where we wanted to, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fluff up the cushions again and put the pillows back where they belong.
Like the rest when I'm not, I just wanna go my own way. Gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start.
I always finish up cleaning with mopping. I don't care if I'm deep cleaning, speed cleaning, nightly cleaning, spring cleaning, winter cleaning. It doesn't matter. If I've been cleaning at all, I want to get my floors done. Otherwise, it just feels like a waste because it feels like my house is still dirty. I'm using the eCloth mop. It's amazing. It's just like the rags. All you need is water, and guys, this is a game changer. It's so light and easy. You just get it wet. I did notice that they have a new mop where it has like the water connected, where all you have to do is spray the water out if you don't want to get it wet. And I definitely need to get one of those soon, but it's never streaky and it's always shining. So thank you guys so much for watching. Okay guys, that is it. It is 9 o'clock and I'm so tired. I feel like I've been cleaning all day long. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, please hit that like button, and if you're new, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out eCloth's website and use their coupon code. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
So complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah.